Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited. Dragon's Deep was a Pathfinder 2nd edition beta campaign, which was fun and very enjoyable. I gotta finish editing that. Unfortunately, in preparation for my new computer, I've kind of wrecked my hard drive organization, but whatever, it doesn't matter that much. Let's see. What was I going to say? But yeah, I'm excited for it. I obviously need to put together another campaign to capitalize on it and get people that are available. Let's see, for a campaign. It is actually difficult scheduling-wise more often than not. Let's see. Now, monster skulls are not worth much, so I can just get rid of those. Let's see, what is that? Hey, thank you, Music Time, for this up, and welcome to capitalism, or mostly dungeon crawling and occasionally exorbitant wealth acquisition. I'd say capitalism, but there's really not much to it in this game. I'm looking forward to being, to finishing this up. And I'll probably dive back into Racketeer. At this point, the only two things I need to record are... I probably should have healed at the healing pool. Give or take. Yeah, the only things I need to record at this point are Swords and Souls, Never Seen, and Fire Emblem. And then everything else is just bonus series. Which is a really weird feeling. Because normally on YouTube, I'm actually, like, pretty swamped for new series. I guess part of it is I should go back and finish some things like Judgment. But I think I might still take the opportunity that this DLC presents to go actually do a series on Racketeer at long last. I can't tell you if this is worth it or not. I mean, we're taking him down. He's totally broken. Let's see. Can lurk. Can't wait for Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. I'm looking forward to that too. I never actually played the first Rebel Galaxy. I'd like to. Yeah, Racketeer is better because it embraces the silliness. This game's too serious and makes it a little dull. Well, it's not even that it's too serious, it's that there's no plot. So, like, serious or not, it's mainly just you're making money. Which I think I'd be fine with in a totally fine, like, normal sandbox environment. But it's not very sandboxy. It's pretty linear. Because, like, how cool would it be to have, like, a... How cool would it be to have, like, a... I'm gonna say... Breath of the Wild style world. Several dungeons. Like... that are, like, substantive and well-built and designed and whatnot. Probably more, like, dungeon crawly. I mean, hell. What if you had, like, a big open world to wander around, but it was, it played like Diablo or something. Where it's more like just point and click, and you're just exploring the world, grabbing loot and resources and so on and so forth, and dragging it back. Oh, I would enjoy that thoroughly. You're just dragging it back to sell. Let's see, what do we sell here? Let's get rid of the mystery bits. Got the HP potion 6. Plastic cloth is not worth much. We'll just sell it. Okay, there we go. Let's see, will I be doing oxygen not included when it comes out? Yeah, I will be. Oh yeah, I guess that's actually something coming out in a couple of days for me to do. Good. But yeah, I'll do a run of oxygen not included and have fun with it. I enjoyed the last couple times I played it. It's just, I hate semi-perpetual early access games. Sort of, because it's always just like, well, they just had a big patch, you should check it out. And it's like, well, what's changed? They added pipes! And it's like, I mean, good, but there's like 4 other games knocking on my knocking on my inbox, being like, hey, Wander, you should check us out, too. And so it's difficult for me to, like, come back to them often. But I will definitely come back for, like, the 1.0 release of a lot of games. Not all of them. I know, let's see. Not exactly easy example, but there was a game called, Nowhere Profit. And I enjoyed the game. It had an absolutely lovely visual style. But I can't stand card game fan bases right now. And so I was playing it. I was enjoying the process. But yeah, just keeping that comment section clean was not enjoyable. So I've given up. See, these are worth a decent chunk. Honestly, let's get rid of the healing potions. Normally I would try and stock up on them, but it's not actually worth it. Because I could just rebuy whole hosts of them along the way. Let's see, how is it bad? So, when I'm playing a game, it's pretty obvious when I make a mistake to me. And it's probably more obvious to you guys. So say if I, accidentally sold something important, like my bow. Everybody would be like, oh, you know, come on, Wander, why'd you do that? And I'd be like, why did I do that? But card games are the only games, card games and strategy games are the only games I've ever played where the fan base actively tries to make me feel like dirt because I made a simple mistake, like playing one card before the other. And I don't know how to describe it, apart from just being extraordinarily exhausting, being subjected to that sort of thing. Wait, did she just delete your items? She just deleted some of my stuff. Okay, well, at least we get some dimensional junk to kind of make up for it. But what did we lose? Healing potions. We didn't lose the golden feather, which is good. What else did I have in there? I forget. But yeah, she straight up yoinked a full stack of potions at the very least. I'm so glad we didn't lose that. I really wish everything carried on our person was protected no matter what. But, oh well. I mean, we got another ring. So it's not that big of a deal. Oh, no we don't. Mother Golem familiar ring. Oh, so it just follows me around. Okay, well, we're just teleporting out of this dungeon. But yeah, what you're looking for is toxic. Yeah, sort of. It's like the weird thing is like toxic are the people that show up to my videos when I'm talking about you know, being kind to other people and just shitting all over that. Or like I was talking about global warming and you know my fears of climate change and how that's going to affect my life and like whether or not I should even have kids. And so on and so forth. And I had like a bunch of people actively just like show up to shame me for believing in the hoax of climate change, and I'm like, there's some wackadoos on the internet, and like, I'm not used to that level of exposure, I think, nor should I be, because like, let's see, we're gonna keep the emergency health thing. Yeah, remember that banhammer. Oh, absolutely, but it's still demoralizing to run across somebody that is, like, actually insane. And, like, has written seven pages worth of comments, you know, talking to you about being some kind of, like, some kind of liberal socialist shill. I don't know, it's weird and confusing. And I've never really understood, like, half the people. Let's see, we might as well quick move that over. I've never understood them, but it's still not a fun thing to, like, stumble across in my comment section, because I'm trying to keep it clear. And, let's see, I don't think they're insane. I think they're total dicks that get off on... Or, they're assholes. They get off on being total dicks. Yeah, probably true. But, like, the problem is, I still have to find that in my comment section and delete them. Because I don't want somebody, like, running across it and be like, oh, hi, you know... Wanderer's comment section is just filth. And just garbage. I don't want that. Let's see, so we can finally make the boots. Yeah, let's make the boots. Can I upgrade the boots? Nope. Okay, so my boots are pretty good. Wow, I have a lot of health. This should make life easier. Wonder the bones are selling for 0. Oh, are they? Oh yeah, so they are. I thought I put a price tag on these things a long time ago. Well, not that it matters. Like, I'm gonna be honest, my flippin' attitude towards money at this point, I think, is mildly justified. I could just open up the shop for a day and accrue, like, 2 million gold. Just based on, like, random guffins that I picked up recently. But no. Like, I straight up don't talk to, half my family anymore. Because they got insane. Like, straight up, private messaging me pictures of dead babies in an attempt to convince me that abortion is bad. And, like, I realized, like, I can see why somebody would be upset about that sort of thing or, like, passionate about it. But, like, I wasn't even talking about abortions. They just knew I'm a Democrat, so it's just like, clearly he supports killing babies, and would just send me vile shit, and I'm like, woo, I don't think I will ever be able to get along with you. Oh, we actually want to hold on to those firestones now that I'm looking at it, because we need those cloths. Let's see. And the only reason why they even found out was because, let's see, we can't get 3, we can do 2, though. The only reason why they even found out that, you know, I was Democratic was because of the stupid, Chick-fil-A situation. I don't know how many of you... Okay, let's see if I can go pick up some of those firestones. Because they're probably going to be expensive. But if I could get 12 and grab the... Or 7 more, I can grab that. Yeah, what the heck. There's some crazies, and I'm related to them, and it's a touchy subject-ish for me. Let's see, do we... Oh, they're... Yeah, these things are here. Ooh, they're pricey. Whatever. I have limitless funds. But yeah, there was the Chick-fil-A situation going on. And I'd been talking with one of my friends about how, yeah, I don't want to eat at Chick-fil-A anymore because they're notably anti-gay. And I think I was also talking about Boy Scouts being anti-gay and feeling kind of weird about being an Eagle Scout. And it's just like, I can't really support this because... You know, it goes against my morals, and so on and so forth. And yeah, my relative, who's just friends with me on Facebook, found this, and she just went off the walls, and I guess it became her personal mission to... I'm not going to say convert me, but to somehow attack and shame me for my personal beliefs. And it was just like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And then my grandmother got... I wouldn't say my grandmother got involved. She was just talking about burning down mosques, and it was just like, yep, let's not go anywhere close to that. Like, I could understand, like, a difference of belief in being like, yep, I'm not a big fan of this religion because of, you know, so-and-so, or I don't really like your personal belief because it's led to this and this. But, you know, talking about burning or harming or killing somebody else, that's when the line gets way drawn, and I say, like, nope, you're gone. Let's see. And the Chick-fil-A thing annoys me because their food is delicious. They opened down the street from me, so it taunts me. I know! When I was a kid, I lived in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Wonderful area. Little hot and humid for me as far as I'm concerned. But it was a pleasant little area. And Wander doesn't believe in punching Nazis in the face. Okay. Honestly, I prefer... I wouldn't say physical violence against Nazis is even okay, outside of, like, a World War II environment, if that makes sense. Because rarely will physical violence actually teach somebody the errors of their ways. But I do think censure and... I mean, honestly, shunning and derisiveness. If you're somebody that thinks that Nazis had a point ever for any reason, you're insane and no one should speak with you until you get your head on straight. And yeah, I've known some people that went like have gone full skinhead over the past couple of years. I don't talk to them anymore, nor should I ever. It's awful. Let's see. But I still don't think that physical violence is the solution, because I think it's almost always proven to double down. Physical violence is kind of the last resort when very clearly the other person is too committed to their bad behavior, or like are actually going to hurt you as well. But that's something completely different. Yeah, violence begets violence. Absolutely. Let's see. So there's something going on with Chick-fil-A. Yeah, they've been wildly anti-gay pretty much since their inception. I think their upper leadership. Yeah, their CEO donates to anti-gay associations. I think Chick-fil-A in general does. Like, some amount of the profits have been proven to have gone. I don't know. That's hearsay. But it doesn't matter if the CEO is an anti-gay person. The whole corporation is, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not the people there, but still. But yeah, so like, when I lived in Chapel Hill, I used to eat at Chick-fil-A like, maybe not once a week, but we would walk down to the local mall and stop by, is it Four Seasons Market or something like that? I honestly don't remember, because it's super localized to that area. But it was kind of like not a health-conscious grocery store, but they always had, like, fun treats and stuff. Like, kind of expensive chocolates that were probably not worth picking up, but we did it anyway. Okay, let's sell. And so we'd walk down, maybe pick up a treat from this place, eat at Chick-fil-A, and then buy, like, a pack of magic cards or 3. And that would be, like, our day, and it was such a fun thing. And then, yeah, finding out that their morals are diametrically opposed to my own is like, well, can't eat here anymore. I did end up eating at a Chick-fil-A once when we moved to Kansas, because it had been so long. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually didn't like the burger nearly as much as I thought. Yeah, aren't they kind of religious? They close on Sundays. Yep, they are. But, like, I'm fine with religious exceptions. Like, if your restaurant is very, like, clearly based on, you know, it's like, yep, we're Christian, we're not going to be open on Sundays. Cool. Versus, yep, we're a Christian organization, and we're going to fund anti-gay stuff. It's like, nope. There's a line there where somebody gets hurt, and the alternative... Not being open on Sunday hurts no one, except for maybe forcing them to eat elsewhere, which is probably fine, because Chick-fil-A isn't actually that good for you. Whereas anti-gay organizations very much hurt other people, and that's That's not okay in my book. I don't know if this guy's gonna make me lose everything, but I don't want to deal with it. I am not beasting him particularly well, but that's fine. I don't really need that. That's why I hated living in the South. Everything is closed on Sunday. It's eerie. Trying to... I've only ever done it every once in a while. Like, I've only ever been down south every once in a while. But we do, like, road trips. Drive through the weekend, get to the place we want on, like, Monday. And then, yeah, say, like, go to Disneyland from, like, Monday to Wednesday or something in the, like, the off-season. It was lovely. But stopping at, like, some place and finding out that, yeah, pretty much nowhere is open was just not fun. Not a big deal. Let's see. Anyway, I should probably move away from this topic, because no matter how much I consider my opinions to be largely beyond reproach, it still draws the crazies, and I don't want to do it. Like, well, no, I shouldn't. I mean, I would like to. I think if I were braver, like Price or something, I'd be more willing to talk about this stuff constantly. But I realized no matter what, I'm gonna have to clean up my comment section on this video once it hits YouTube, because somebody is gonna take umbrage to what I have said. And I think that's okay. Gas suit egg. I think it's okay to have your opinions and stuff. I just wish they weren't so, like, angry and or, like, mean about everything. I guess we'll talk about climate change, because that's the one thing I will just constantly talk about. We were watching a, let's see, I could, set comments to approval only. I could. It probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. But, like, in a weird way, it also makes me feel like, I don't know, I'm punishing everybody just because some people are awful. But no, Shell and I were watching a video on climate change last night. Because, yeah, it's kind of important to us for obvious reasons. Let's sell that. Anything that's breakable. Oh, I can't put that there. Of course. I would like to probably uncurse it. I could uncurse it, or I could uncurse a breakable item. No, the other breakable items are just jewelry. Having a hard time caring about jewelry. We want to save the stuff that I need to craft things as opposed to the stuff that actually makes me money. Now, let's see. Do we know about bomb detonators? They don't sell for much. Let's see. But yeah, so we were watching a video on climate change, and it was common arguments against you know, sustainable technologies and practices, like not watering your lawn and replacing it with, like, desert plants and stuff. And I think they had, like, oh, I haven't seen one of these things in a while. It buffs the monster, so it does, like, bonus damage. But there was a guy from the US that was talking about, I have a constitutional right to water my lawn and have a nice green lawn. And he was, like, in a debate with a, like, an environmental scientist person, and being like, you realize that, like, the world's de facto ending this way. And he's like, don't care, I want my green lawn, the Constitution says. And I'm like, oh, you can't argue with that kind of person. I'm a relatively big fan of stuff like well, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Of course, I'm a relatively big fan of my country. Maybe not so proud of it currently, but still. We want to save those wires. Let's get rid of the monster skull and the bone fragments, because I don't need either of these things. Wait, people see sneezing as assault? Through a crazy lens, I could actually see being sneezed on as, like, de facto assaults. There was a... not exactly in the same vein. When I was in school, there was an asshole kid who had the flu. Came to school anyway. Wait, what? Did that just like... Oh, it cloned the creature. That's what happened. But kid had the flu and thought it was the funniest thing ever to walk around school sneezing on people for the day. And yeah, wouldn't you know, a bunch of people got the flu after his, I'm not gonna say outburst, but well, his day or two of it. So like, yeah, if I knew somebody had like a dread disease and sneezed on me, I'd probably consider that somewhat of an assault against my person. But that's an extenuating circumstance. Of course, the school administration said they couldn't do anything about it because they appreciated him going to school regardless of his circumstances. Like, he has the flu, keep him home! Let's see, do we get rid of the... Oh, wait, no, we get rid of the light fluid. I don't need that. Let's see, anything else? Get rid of the extra fossil bone. I think I have enough. Let's see. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna decurse the book, I think. Ooh. Do we hold on to this? It's... Oh, wait, no. We need the plastic stuff. You use the singular potion. Yeah, probably should. I'm stingy to a fault, even though potions have considerably less value. Because I knew I was going to find this almost immediately. But no. I apologize that I'm currently in semi-controversial opinion mode. I try not to talk about these things. Because, well, I guess I didn't need those golem things anyway. At least I didn't take the dungeon junk. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I'm a very opinionated person, but I try not to talk about it often because I realize that, like, not everybody wants to hear my opinions on things because there's more important stuff for me to talk about. But playing this game right now, there's not really much for me to say immediately. Because I'm just kind of doing the same old until I beat this. That's also one of those where it's like, I don't know. I talk about everything in my life, but it's weird to not talk about, like, one of the things I'm more passionate about. Like, the world is burning! Let's see, so how many floors is this dungeon? It's either 8 or 10, I'm not entirely sure. I know there are 8 teleporters. Oh, shit. Okay. I think she intentionally makes you drop everything. Okay. At least the bombs didn't go off. Okay. Yeah, I can deal with the rest. Ugh. That felt like it was harassing me there. Okay, we'll have to go over. I haven't lost a thing yet, which is good. She made me drop some. There we go. That boss sucks. And that's a new item. It looks like a ring? It's an amulet. Get rid of the bomb detonator. I'm pretty sure nothing we have can use it. Okay, and then my inventory is getting mad full. So let's probably get out of here. Okay, portal's already open. And I can't make any more than this. Okay, how did it not drop a rock on you when you got trapped in the corner just then? I think it's just randomly generated where it drops the rock. One way or another, got lucky here. Let's see. Heard there are wildfires in the Arctic. Yep, it is a thing, and it sucks. Let's see. Spiked roll amulet. Harm enemies when rolling through them. Heck yeah. Let's see. That's probably better than the emergency healing potion. Ended, at least for now. Let's see. Egg got dropped off. Okay, so let's just store everything we don't... we might kind of need. Okay, so I don't need more of this bone stuff, probably. We need more carbon fiber. I was really expecting we get more than that, but... what can you do? Okay, so let's go see what I can trade. The world's flooding due to global warming. Live in Louisiana, hurricanes and floods. What's the big deal? I mean, it's still a pretty damn big deal. I mean, you can kind of be flippant about... oh. Does he, like, sell out? Yeah, he actually does sell out of these resources. That's kind of cool in a way. Yeah, because he only has a small stock of them. I know I can barter for a little bit more, but still. Let's see, have I seen the card game, Night of the Full Moon? I have. I should probably play it, but going back to my previous thing, it's just people yelling at me in my comment section is usually a pretty big turnoff. And so... it is a game that I would like to cover, and probably should cover. I just know I'm going to get people being like, why did you play that card then? How could you do this to me? Well, shoot, I'm almost out of money. Also, it looks like I need more of those cloth things. Interesting, I wonder if his stock goes up based on how far you've progressed in the meta dungeon. Probably the case. So what do I need on these bows? It's whatever that weird teardrop is, but I don't think I've seen that. Okay, so I need this, not this. So I need 2 of these weird spiky bags. Let's see. That I have to say, you don't listen to the crazies anyway, so why bother? Because then I have a comment section that I have to, like, clear out or ignore. Neither of which is a particularly comfortable experience for me. And I can do it. It's not actually that big of a deal. It's just like... imagine if every time you went grocery shopping, you had just, like, a crowd of assholes yelling at you. Well... you know, yelling at you for buying, say, milk or something. Like, after a while, you'd still buy your milk, but you'd still mildly associate buying milk with assholes yelling at you. No matter how much you ignore somebody, like,